text structures, which is a continuation of your Unit 3 test review. Organizational text, what are nonfiction text structures or organizational patterns? Well, we will read the slides on information on slide 2. And then it says complete the organizational text structure assignment work slides 3 through 7 per the instructions on each slide. So let's start with organizational text structures, how nonfiction text is organized to best present the information. So nonfiction text structures would be things like descriptions, which are characteristics, features, examples, or it could be sequence, as in first, next, then, last, before, after. Compare and contrast, which is like what is alike and what is different. We have cause and effect. When something makes something else happen, because this happened, the effect is that. And problem and solution. The problem is presented and a way to fix it. So here are some more examples of those 5 key nonfiction text structures. Descriptive. And descriptive is a topic, idea, person, or thing by giving specific information about it. So it describes it looks like, it sounds like. They give examples. It tastes like, it feels like, it smells like. Clue words would be for example, in addition, specifically, in particular. And the next one we talked about was sequence. So if we look over here, sequential explains events or steps in order to tell how something is done or how something happens. Clue words would be first, second, next, then, after that, before, finally. Then we have compare and contrast. We're going to go up here. It shows how 2 or more things are alike and how they are different. And the clue words to look for would be different, unlike, alike, similar, however, both. Then we have cause and effect. Shows the relationship between the cause, which is the why, because, and the effect, which is, okay, so this is what happened because of this. So because there is a rainstorm, the effect would be a rainbow. The effect would be this person had to then wear their rain hat and coat and get an umbrella. And because of the storm, the effect could be rain. Now, clue words, as a result, therefore, because of, due to, reason why, consequently. And the last organizational text structure is problem and solution. So with problem and solution, it discusses a problem and gives a possible solution or possible solutions to fix the problem. So something like the problem could be there's a lot of trash on the side of the road. The solution is, okay, so people go out and they pick up the trash. Or the solution also could be they put it in a recycling bin, and so that they recycle all of this garbage. Clue words would be therefore, because of, consequently, reason why, leads to, etc. Now, what you're going to do is drag and drop each text structure to the correct paragraph. And you'll just have to read this. This is just simply reading. You have to take your time and look for those clue words. The Pilgrim used to have a problem in England where they lived. They could not practice the religion that they believed in. To solve this problem, they left England and headed first to Holland and then to the United States. When the Pilgrims arrived in the United States, they encountered more problems. It was a very hard winter, and the Pilgrims were not familiar with their new home. A Patuxet man named Squanto was willing to help the settlers. He taught them how to grow foods native to the land and how to survive the climate. The Pilgrims had many problems they had to overcome. So if we're looking at this one would be problem and solution. The reason it's problem and solution is because a problem is presented, and we have words like solve. They had a problem, and it goes on to when they arrived, they encountered more problems. It's very hard winter. It's very difficult. And then we have the solution. This man named Squanto, he taught them how to grow native foods native to the land and how to survive. They had many problems they had to overcome. So definitely, so what you do is take this and move it over. Problem and solution. And you'll do that for the rest of these. Be sure and read these carefully. It's not a race. This is about organizational text structures, but it's also reading for detail, which is how you figure out the organizational text structures. This is a very important concept to know and know how to use. And I can tell you that you have a unit test coming up that has these sorts of problems in it, and you have to describe and you have to be able to find the different types of organizational text structures, and then you have to identify them and see what the author is talking about. Now, if we look at this one, we have a descriptive text. And this is drag the strips to the highlight portion of the text that demonstrate a descriptive text structure. You can change the size of the highlight strip by dragging the sizes, then fill in the graphic organizer. So for our descriptive, it says, think about your Thanksgiving dinner and everything that is included. There are many traditional Thanksgiving Day foods. For example, most people think of turkey when they think about the Thanksgiving meal. There's usually stuffing and green bean casserole. Many people also eat mashed potatoes and gravy. Cranberry sauce is also a popular side dish for Thanksgiving. A common Thanksgiving dessert is pumpkin pie. What traditional Thanksgiving food is your favorite? So, wow, all this food is making me hungry. Not even going to lie about that. But what we're looking at is what words were descriptive, and you can drag and drop. So if I just sort of grab these, think about your Thanksgiving dinner and everything that is included. Think of turkey, and so we would put turkey. They also think about stuffing and green bean casserole. So if we're thinking in terms of there are many traditional Thanksgiving Day foods, that's pretty much the descriptive part of this. So we'll put this in here. Many traditional Thanksgiving Day foods. And then we start thinking about, okay, so we have our traditional Thanksgiving Day foods. And of course, there are foods like turkey. And then we start looking for our descriptive words. So if we bring this down, copy, paste. Green bean. So we have stuffing. We have green bean casserole. I just like to copy and paste these once I get them smaller. And it's easier to manipulate. Green bean casserole, you can just drag and drop and change. And then mashed potatoes and gravy and so on and so on. And then, so you're going to go ahead and finish marking these by dragging and dropping. And then you're going to figure out, okay, so what is the topic of this? So you literally start typing here. The topic literally is, there are many traditional Thanksgiving Day foods. And then you would move on. So what are supporting details for all these? So this supporting detail goes here to here, here to here, here to here. So let's take a quick look at this. There are many traditional Thanksgiving Day foods. Next, they say turkey is a common food, which is what it talks about. And then it says stuffing is common. Many people eat green bean casserole. Mashed potatoes and gravy are very popular. And these are just more supporting details. We have cranberry sauce is common. And next we have pumpkin pie as a popular dessert. So that's how you would fill this in as you go. Just fill in your important details. And that is how you work this. You'll go ahead and move on for sequential order, mark it, and then fill it in, mark it. So read it, mark it, fill it in, read it, mark it, fill it in, and read it, mark it, fill it in. Thank you for paying attention to this very important details about organizational text structures.